in Time, developed by the independent game studio Gears for Breakfast, has definitely earned my stamp of approval in terms of originality. It had all the right in the world to be a simple 3D platformer, but it goes beyond and above in creativity. From survival horror sequences to 1930s-style noir mysteries, to spending countless hours spent free-roaming a village in the sky, A Hat in Time didn't just leave me impressed, it left me wanting more. From colorful visuals to bits of dark humor, Gears for Breakfast has convinced me to buy another game of theirs, if they ever develop a new title, that is. Story is important, so here's a summary of the plot. You play as Hat Girl, who is awakened by a strange noise outside her spaceship to find a member of the space mafia forcing her to pay a fee before she moves on. After refusing to do so, the mafia gangster breaks in and causes the ship to malfunction, sending timepieces, which power the ship, to scatter. It's up to you, aka the Hat Girl, to retrieve the pieces from the Mafia King, the Prince of Darkness, two rivaling directors, and a mysterious mustachioed girl, in order to get the ship going again. Now, some of the problems I have of the game are very minor, and they mainly stem from the pacing and the difficulty of the overall campaign. For example, in order to face the final boss, you need a minimum of 25 timepieces. 25. In Mario 64, you need 70-something stars to even get to the top of the endless stairs. Short game outside, there's another glaring issue, the final boss's difficulty. Good lord, the final boss. It took me a good 5 tries to beat her, and even then, I only had 1 health piece left in the end. Now, I know that doesn't sound too bad, 5 times dying to face the final boss, which is the hardest part of the game, but take into consideration that I only died 3 times throughout the overall campaign. I'm not exaggerating. I didn't die that many times. It's probably around 3 or 4. It's pretty bad. Just a big spike in difficulty in general. Another problem with this game is that the completion is vague at times. The process of completion, that is. Some abilities you unlock are through badges, which is a good system, because the badges really have a sort of gratifying pleasure when you eventually grab them. There's a hookshot badge, which is a callback to Zelda, which can attach to certain grapple points. There's a badge that you can use for your super speed hat, which turns your super speed hat into a scooter. And eventually, you come across bad luck badges, which make the game harder for you, but it's more of a challenge and gives you a bigger payoff in the end. However, most missions don't directly tell you the badges that you require to continue. It kind of leaves you, guessing. It's just very vague, and it's up in the air what you're supposed to do. I spent a good day or two, stuck on what I was supposed to do to get the plot moving along. And then I realized that I had to get some badges and farm those before I could even move on and eventually get to the end of the game. Besides these few complaints, Hat in Time was a good experience overall. I had fun, it was very energetic, and, just very happy-go-lucky, positive game in general. Which is why I'm going to give it a B+. It was solid fun, but it had a major difficulty spike near the end. I recommend you play this game at least once. This has been Trent from Wilson Club Entertainment. Y'all have been too sweet. I'm out.